I hope you enjoyed those two videos from some of my family who owns sheep and takes care of them. We're now going to read this book about sheep. It tells you all kinds of things about sheep. So I hope you enjoy Down on the Farm Sheep. Do you know where we get wool for coats and sweaters to keep us warm in the winter? Or the meat in tasty lamb chops? Or the soft leather to make coats, gloves, and slippers? All of these things come from sheep. Farmers all over the world raise sheep. Sheep give us wool, meat, and milk. In the United States, there are over 6 million sheep, and in Australia and New Zealand, there are more sheep than people. A full-grown sheep is about 32 inches tall at their shoulder and weigh up to 220 pounds. That is the same height as a 5 or 6-year-old kid. So right now, if you were to stand by a sheep, they would come up to your chin. That's how tall they are. Some sheep have horns that grow into curly, spiral shapes, like this Scottish blackface sheep. A baby lamb grows inside its mother for 5 months before it's ready to be born. For the first few weeks of its life, the lamb feeds on his mother's milk. After 2 weeks, the lamb will start to nibble grass. At about 6 weeks old, it will start to eat hay and grain. Chase's sheep were starting to eat grain, weren't they? At 6 months old, a female sheep can have a baby of her own, but most sheep are 1.5 years old before they have their first lamb. Sheep on a farm can live to be 13 to 15 years old. A sheep's woolly coat is called fleece. The sheep's fleece helps keep it warm in the winter. In the spring, when the weather is warmer, the sheep's fleece is clipped off. The shearers are very skillful, and shearing does not hurt the sheep. We shear some sheep at our farm where my mom and dad live, and it's kind of like getting a haircut. And in the summer, they like it, so they don't have to have such thick hair on their body. Look at this one. He looks like he needs a haircut, doesn't he? The fleece is washed and combed to straighten it. This is called carding. The fleece can be then spun into yarn to make clothes that we wear. So there's some machines that have cleaned it, and they're carding it and turning it into yarn. Different breeds of sheep from around the world give us many kinds of wool. The wool from a Scottish blackface is thick and rough. Carpets, rugs, and tweed fabric are made from this wool. Wool from these North American Navajo sheep is used to make beautiful rugs and blankets. The wool from an Australian merino sheep is used to make warm wool sweaters. Sheep give us many things besides wool. Meat from a young sheep is called lamb. Meat from an older sheep is called mutton. Sheep also give us very soft leather called sheepskin. Sheepskin is used to make coats, boots, and rugs. The woolly fleece is left on the back of the leather to make it extra warm and cozy. Sheep even help to make candles and makeup. That's because candle wax and some makeup and skin cream contains lanolin, a natural oil that's found on the fleece of sheep. Lots of different types of sheep can be found all over the world. This sheep is called a Murata nova. These sheep look like goats. They are short-haired and live in Brazil. This sheep is called a Manx Lawton. These sheep are from the Isle of Man and can have 2, 4, or even 6 horns. These sheep are called Raka. They're from Hungary and are famous for their horns. The horns of this male can be 2 feet long. These sheep are called Wensleydale. They're British sheep and have deep bluish faces, ears, and legs. They produce very good wool. Looks like it's pretty long, doesn't it? Peru, that's a country. In Peru, in June each year, the farmers dress up their sheep and take them to church to celebrate the festival of San Juan. New Zealand. Every March, the world's biggest sheep shearing contest is held in New Zealand. People compete to become the champion of golden shears. They see who can be fastest at shearing all those sheep. Romania. These colorful Romanian sheep are taking part in the Sambra Oiler Festival, when villagers celebrate the flocks coming down from the mountains. Oh, yeah, I've seen that before. Sheep can go live up in the mountains and then come back down. They're having a celebration that they're back. And that's all the information they have about sheep in this book. Here's one last really cute picture. Don't they look soft? I hope you've learned something about sheep today. Have a great afternoon.